Good afternoon, all of you. Practical students, please come front if possible. Right? Payment manager. So our plan today is we will first take presentation, then you will get the group 1 and 2. So then we will go to the lecture. And one thing last week, one student from group 1 of the White I remember said that we won't be able to come the the middle session, but we will come in the afternoon. But the lecture is set on the middle session. එහෙම දාන්න බැරි. මොකද තව ලෙක්චර් එකක් මෙහෙම මට දාලා තියෙනවා සෙන්සරාද ටේක් තියෙන ඊළඟ සෙෂන්. ඒ ලෙක්චර්ස් හතර දෙනෙක් මාරු කරන්න. මම නැත්තම් රික්වෙස්ට් කරා. ඇවිල්ලා ගමන් කතා කරා යාත්. එයා group 1 2 කියලා මට කියන්න බලන්න. අද වෙඩින් එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා කියපු ස්ටුඩන්ට් group 1 2. ආවද? ये නැද්ද? අපරා වැඩිපුර දෙනවා. වෙඩින් එක යන්න තාම. See his commitment. So, not the mark. I appreciate the commitment. Right? So, yes. That's the mama. Wagen හිටියේ පවුමේ ළමයා මිස්සනවා මොකද කරන්නේ? වෙන ඔප්ෂන් එකක් දෙන්න වෙනවනේ කියනවා. මොකද ඇත්තටම මම පර්සනලි ඔබට කතා කරලා ඇවිල්ලා මෙතනට කතා කරලා try කරා ලෙක්චර් එක හවසට දාගන්න. මේ ලෙක්චර්. අනිත් ලෙක්චර් එක මම දවල්ට ගන්නම් කියලා. නමුත් ඒක කරන්න බෑ කිව්වා. ලෙක්චර්ස් හතර දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ දැන්. මේකයි ඔයාගේ හවස එකයි ඒකේ උදේ එකයි හවස එකයි. Okay, anyway. Great. So we'll have the group number 1 first and then group number 2. So how the things going? You will be doing the presentation and others you have to carefully listen. What they are doing is a case study is already given and they have analyzed the case study and there are some questions at the end of the case that I gave you and you may be provide answers for those cases as questions as well, and with that you may have added some additional information. That's okay and accepted. And I will evaluate your content basically, how you analyze the case and the aspects that you have seen, and then presentation skills and the preparation for the presentation and communication skills in general, and also if I ask 1 or 2 questions, how you are prepared and how about your level of understanding on the answers of those questions. So that's the overall evaluation. And others, so you carefully listen and see how they are doing presentations, and I will evaluate equally. So sometimes group 1 and 2 may think that we do at the very first day, and then others can look that, see, and they can do that's true. It's okay, but my evaluation is fair. I know we are doing in the first day, and the second, third, and fourth are doing the next day, and the last group they have a lot of experiences, but that's okay. I know how to evaluate. Then we will start. I wish you all the very best. Feel free and do the presentation. Only thing is feel free and have your confidence. Don't think that what the other person will think, what the lecturer will be thinking of myself, this and my attire and the words I am telling. Don't think of those matters. Only thing that you have to is present what you had done the day. Last වෙලා අපේ ප්‍රසන්න කරා. ඒ ආරෙන්ද මම කියපු දේ ගැන අරයා මොකක් හිතයිද මෙයා මොකක් හිතයිද මේ කියපු එක හරිද වැරදිද ඒව ගැන ඔළුව වැඩ කරන්න එපා. ඒව ප්‍රසන්ට් කරන වෙලාවේ මෙතන වැඩ කරෝදී කියන එක හරියට කියන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා forget about all the other things. Assume that You are doing and you are telling something that you know. Use your own language. It doesn't matter. So, we'll do presentation. Okay, it's quiet. So others, you have to stop talking and listen. Yes, let's start.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are the group number 1. Today we are going to present the case study called Running the Business from the Palm of Your Hand. So this case study highlights how management information system and the mobile technology are transforming business practices by enhanced real-time accesses, remote controls, and enhanced decision making. So this case study shows how businesses today utilize their digital mobile devices like iPhone and iPads for their essential operations remotely and manage core functions effectively from anywhere, not only from the office. As an example, in this case study, Jackson Kaya is the CEO of his company. He runs his business while traveling just using his iPhone and iPad. So this shows us how management information system, when used with mobile technology, help businesses work smarter and faster. So in this presentation, we will explain what are the mobile applications they use and the businesses take helps from them and the benefits and the challenges. Let's start from the first part, the type of mobile application used.
Thank you, Afshan. I will present type of mobile application in business environment. This under I will explain the three parts and general business side and customer enterprise side and key pages. So general business help me. These are the common tools for use, communication and productivity and business operation. These are the for the point and self-close mobile. Self-close mobile means customer relationship manager. They are close for the business to business. That means the sales and customer. Seller and customer. They are understanding for the relationship good. We how to they seller to their point. And Webex means some company should create for the videos and online meet. These are the I will give for the Amazon company get for the online meetings for their day-to-day activities and next one is the iWay. iWay is specifically used for the some created for the web documents and PowerPoint presentation and Excel. And next one is the customer enterprise app. Customer enterprise app means that they are developed to large scale organization with specific needs. This under GS transformer. GS transformer F is a general electrical. G is a general electrical. The general electrical engineers help for the general manager to type real-time monitoring and reducing maintaining costs for the time. And those from the visualization mainly focus for specific company gets for decision making and key feature. So real-time data access. So real-time data access means, for example, Amazon company they employs live location how we are analyze and identify that. Because for example, the delivery order time and delivery order location, we can identify this. And document editing. Document editing means employees their own document editing for the several times. This is the type of mobile application used some company their day-to-day operation doing for smoothly get for mobile application. And next, I will hand over the Inashi.
Thank you. Now I explain about how mobile business, mobile MIS supports business functions. Mobile MIS business supports function by enabling employees to access information and perform tasks most efficiency and speed. As an example, Jackson Kaya CEO on the use iPad to manage factory operations. Next, sales and marketing. Sunbelt Rentals uses mobile apps for
responding customers by checking prices and interacting customers. Third one, customer service. Jackson Kayak staff uses iPhones to global customer service. Fourth one, executive management should make it. Managers also benefit mobile MIS as example. Dow Corning uses financial data through mobile apps. It's within 15 seconds. Last one, business intelligence and data analysis. As an example, GE uses mobile dashboards for real-time problem solving. Overall, MIS helps business operation by faster, smarter, and most efficiency. Now I invite to Binal to have continue.
So I'm going to explain about how the mobile devices important to operational efficiency and decision making. So the first one is real-time access. So the example is Jackson Kayak CEO analyze customer data on iPad. So the second one is faster decision. So the mobile phones use quick insights from dashboard from data driven choices. So the example the Dow Corning CFO detect issues in the just 15 seconds. So mobile business intelligence third one. So the executive analyze the trends and take action remotely. So for example, this mobile business intelligence also for global monitoring. So the last one is continuing collaboration. So uninterrupted communication with team and customer. So the example we take Jackson's RVs with Wi-Fi keeps him connected. So overall the mobile devices with just not the tool. So we can import through operational efficiency and decision making. So I'm going to go through check. For example, business wise by phone and iPad. Large companies like India and Dow Corning use mobile apps to
Understand, listen.
these companies also very quick. They need fast updates while working at customer site. Well-rendered company use iPhone to their staff so they can check price and respond. Yes, next. And president government also gave a lot of also while given this help with those, you can actually company workers use iPad to check parts and machine leading to production. Lastly, everyone from the can use mobile devices to check sales, sorry, traffic and business report. And the owning managers use dashboard to check business performance. So the business small or big, the window factory. While it must them to work smart and stable. So I will
let's we talk about the business problems that the mobile MIS and using the mobile MIS helps to solve the problems based on our case study. So the first problem solving is like real time access for the data. So when we present have the mobile phones, the people can't going to the systems and checking the data for the whenever they are logging in the office. So as the case studies, we have an example. Jackson Kia CEO manager operates the operation remotely with iPad. So it is something problem solving and the study have. And the second thing is slow customer response. So when the field workers can't quickly respond for the customers because they are in field visit and they are doing their jobs. So when they're using the apps like unveil rentals, so they can answer in the customers and they can give the information for them. And the third problem solving is poor department coordination in the department, likewise sales and services and inventory. So when we using MIS systems, we can connect to the all system and we can take the information and working in same information. So when we go through the case study, we can found another problem solving method is slow decision making for the managing director. So in companies have slow managing director, so they are making decisions from the data, so reports and data. So when we using the MIS system, we can quickly get reports like telephoning, CFO directing issues in 15 seconds. The case studies have an example. So we can quickly take decisions and informations from MIS systems. So the MIS systems helps to solving the problems and work faster and easier and smarter to everyone of the company. So now I would like to invite to Rashmi to continue this presentation.
I'll briefly explain strategic implication of the mobile devices. So the first are the global scalability. The global scalability. So the mobile devices offer the global scalability in the operation. They can the tracking real-time tracking management. So the second one is faster data-driven decision. It's like any top level management or management levels can access the data, then they can see the whatever the financial information they need. So at anywhere and through their mobile devices. And the third one is mobility has become a core business platform. So the core business platform means the mobile becomes a central for core business processes. So the GE means the General Electric. That's a company. So General Electric is like a huge company are developing the real-time tracking management, and they can centralize the co-processor. And fourth one is the mobiles can enhance the engagement of the suppliers and the customers relationship. And the business interact with the customers. So, for an example, some sales team, they are interact with the customers at the suppliers end, at the customers end, and finally we can see the transformation of the entire industry. It is the industrial transformation. So we can see the most of the mobile devices is just not like a communication tool. So as per the case study, we can see it mentions the iPhone is not a game changer, it's like the industrial changer. So I invite Lahir to continue this presentation.
Thank you. Now we look challenges and its in mobile devices using in business. These devices can more benefits, but also they have challenges and risks. First one is data security concerns. Some company has they protect their data very well, but also can these device using this can that is very harmful for business. Second is depend on internet connectivity. We like some area cannot access internet access so weak that they are business used to they that can be happen to their work with business together. So third one is employee training and adoption. Training is not if business invest in new apps and systems, but they have without training employees. This is harmful for business. Go to fourth one is device and system management. Employees using their own device and systems like tab, mobile phone, from their privacy. This business should monitor their employees using this system. Next, I invite you to share.
As a conclusion, I can say ISN mobile technology can help systems faster and secure with the using of mobile apps. The mobile devices operations with the companies make more secure and faster with the technology. And for examples, they can taking care can see companies who are already using this mobile technology with their day-to-day operations and the functions of real time. And I can say by in one year and mobile technology can be used in with our hands in the tracing of the help of visual data management can improve. So these are some recommendations of our mobile technology. Use mobile apps, mobile training and support, use mobile analysis and making quick gain this thing. So as today our solution, I hope you are getting some idea about our solution. Okay.
So, thank you very much for the presentation that you did and well prepared. And so it's a overall a good presentation. And do you have only 9 members? Only 9, right? Ah, yes. Okay then. So I have one small question without taking much time. So it's true that we have a lot of benefits and even we can run a company using these kind of handheld devices, being wherever we are. So with the understanding of analyzing this case, by looking at those positive sides, what challenges, so this is something, accept the case. So what challenges the company may face or the leaders of the company may face when they are engaging with these things? 1 or 2? You can tell anything that you think. Anyone can answer or the group can answer. Challenges of using these devices. Okay, that's true. And when it comes to the operational side. Okay. And when it comes to social and behavioral aspect of this, what do you think?
Producers, employees can get addicted to the social media or whatever they work in the families can be happen.
Okay, right. So a good attempt. Okay, so even though those are not complete, but at the moment, so that's okay. So yes, yes. So taking 1 minute to discuss about that. So it's true that it's really easy and very efficient and effective using these devices in business organizations, but there are a lot of challenges, right? So as you said, that cost is obviously high. We have to invest a lot of money to acquire those assets. And also in the case of, behaviors of the people, work, and even the leaders, they get addicted to these devices and they depend on using information and data at device, and they make decision. And the relationship side and the way they interact with their employees and how they communicate with them, so those are some of the challenges that they have to think. Maybe that they are technically okay, but when it comes to the culture of the organization and those kind of issues are there, right? Okay. So overall, the presentation skills are okay, and but you have to improve. And when you are doing the presentation, it's what you felt. මොකක්ද හිතුනේ කියලා ඔයා තමයි දන්නේ. But my evaluation, okay. You have to increase the volume next day when you do the presentation. So you had the confidence, you did it, but you have to improve the volume. So that is important. You have to think of the size of the audience and accordingly you have to talk. So these are for others as well. And I'm not commenting individually, but average. And the confidence and your eye contact and the trust or the confidence on what you tell. හරිද? කියන දේ මොකක්ද කියන එක දැනගන්න ඕන. ඒක තිබුණාම කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. වචන 10ක් වුණත් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ඒ ටෙක්නිකල් වචනේ තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් it doesn't matter. You can use your own language. You can explain in whatever the way using simple English. That's okay. Okay, then, so with that comment, I will wind up this session and we'll go back to the other one. Give them another round of applause. We'll quickly go to the other group, right? We have to complete this session by 1:50. Shall we start? Okay, others, please listen. Now let me start.
Okay, good afternoon all. So from our case study, we will go through all of these, how information technology helps to done massive change in logistics companies, logistics field. So this is our content, so I'm not going through in detail about that. You can refer those in future slides.
I will give brief introduction about our company. So our company is UPS, refers to United Parcel Services. It is a logistics company. Maybe you will heard about that. About UPS history. So it was started in 1907 by two teenagers called Jim Cassie and Cloud Bryant from Seattle. And then again, the beginning is very humble. Two bicycles and one phone. They have started with two bicycles and one phone. Then again, their initial core promise was best service and lowest race. So I think this is a important one. So with this, they done a massive thing. And then again, scale and global reach. So I initially also told you this is a global giant company. So what is the reason now? They are all 400,000 employees plus 93,000 vehicles by them. And then again, airline cover, they are having world largest 9 airline with them. And daily deliveries, delivery. So they are delivering 15.6 million of delivers for a day and over 300 plus countries all over the world. So I guess that is the end of my point. So in the future, you will be able to go through about how this information technology helps to survived and done a massively for logistics companies. Thank you for I'm going to Basha. I'm studying about input processing and output of UPS package tracking system. United Parcel Services package tracking system is a model of real-time logistics covered by sophisticated information system. Here I show input. Can I have 1 minute input? Can you just check whether the screen is shared to online participants? Online participants. It's a good telling. It's now it's shared, right? There are short input processing and output of the United Parcel tracking system. First, go to the input. Buffer label is center, destination, and delivery time. Package data is required because of the and then BIAE. These things are input for the UPS tracking system. Next, move to the processing. Processing offers that this data is routed through UPS advanced pilot enterprise structure, and the processing system is made leading to operational efficiency and sustainability. Finally, outputs. Outputs include real-time tracking visibility for customers and internal stakeholders, and then during confirmation, automated customer notifications such as email track. These things are outputs of UPS tracking system. This system allows to UPS to handle millions of deliveries in daily for a critical competitive advantage. So I would like to invite Ashwin for very as a comment. Thank you.
So it's my topic. I'm going to explain about technology used by the UPS. The best one is smart barcode label. I told UPS carry a barcode label. So basic information are there than address and sender and address of sender and receiver and destination are easily seen. Second one, delivery information across the device. The handling computer controlled by the driver, used by drivers to capture the data, and customer signature, delivery status in real time. And third one, automation package tracking. Packages are distributed throughout the delivery journey within the data posted in online via centralized services. Fourth one, loading optimization software.
explore the software, calculate the fastest and most fuel efficiency routes for using data like trafficking and weather and destinations. This one UPS website and mobile app. So users can track the packages and estimate shipping cost and schedule pickups to use to website or mobile apps. Last one, order management system. The basic platform managing for inventory and parts and orders. My part is for I hand over the presentation of it.
We will discuss about the elements of technology. United Parcel Service has expanded worldwide and became as a leadership logistics service. These are the alignments they use. Operational efficiency and cost reduction. They reduce manpower, then they can reduce their cost. And second one is superior customer service. They deliver their parcels at the estimated time through worldwide, global reach and security. They use IT technology to reach their goals from worldwide. Innovation and competition advantage, service diversification, integration with customer services are the alignment of the United Parcel Services technology. Then I will hand over my presentation for.
So let's discuss about strategic business objectives supported by UPS ID systems. So there are four strategic business objectives. Operational excellence. Let's talk about operational excellence. Operational excellence is optimized routes, reduce delivery time and fuel use. Another one is customer intimacy. Customers can track packages in real time. Improve decision making. Centralized data helps dispatch and manages reroute packages and manage exceptions. Another one is competitive advantage. Consistently lower operating costs and higher service quality than traded and others. So I invite to Vishaya.
System that's why it's customer inability to provide accurate update without system access interface status in real time without forcing uncertainty to go with BSAA. Third one is operation manual process reduce long-term increases errors, delays and fuel consumption. Fourth one is potential toxin revenue and information. People system outage harm UPS brand image access larger human service provider.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here I'm going to present about United Parcel Service roles in a global supply chain solutions. And we consider about the main UPS main role in a global supply chain management. The first one is global leader in logistics and supply chain management. Then provides end-to-end solutions such as transportation and freights, for example, air, ocean, and ground freight services. And the next one is warehousing and distribution, for example, inventory management and order fulfillment. Then customer brokerage and compliance. for example, custom clearance, trade regulations, and the UPS supply chain services offered, customer brokerages, logistics services, and freight services. Customer brokerage mean efficient customer clearance and tariff management and regulatory compliance, and logistics services such as warehousing, inventory control, and packaging and fulfillment. Then freight services, multimodal freight forwarding, for example, air, ocean, ground freight. Then the last one is integration with the client system. First one is Megatronic, and then Cisco, in here, Cisco UPS integrates with Cisco's global supply chain management and ERP system and enable fast delivery and efficient reverse logistics. And in here, Megatronic connects with the Megatronic system to ensure regulatory compliance and supports temperature sensitive shipments with the healthcare logistics. And thank you. And I hand over the presentation.
How UPS information technology, healthcare, aerospace, logistics. Let's talk about healthcare logistics. First one is UPS Premier. UPS uses RFD and Bluetooth sensors for real-time tracking and condition monitoring. And second one, whole chain technology. We know vaccine and medicine need to specific temperature. So IoT sensors and cloud-based tracking for temperature sensitive products. And third one, healthcare command centers, AI powered monitoring predictive analytics. So next one, aerospace logistics. First one is supply chain symphony. Cloud platform for end-to-end supply chain visibility. And second one is AI forecasting tools. So AI forecasting tools to predict some demand for airplane parts and avoid some delays like aircraft on ground. And third one is automated warehouse. So we robot can scan for fast sorting some packages. And because of these technology compared to UPS get more comparative advantages. You can see some comparative advantages. First one is speed and accuracy. Second one is reliability. And third one is customer trust. And fourth one is global reach. And fifth one is cost efficiency. So I will like to give you this.
Okay, the conclusion side, I will wrap up this our case study presentation by giving us a brief summary of what our team has already explained. So when it comes to UPS, which has been started on 1907 by America, and that from that time onward, the UP has helped businesses through the technology that they had and the system they have had with helping the business to grow effectively and reduce their costs and help the customers to satisfy their needs and wants. So apart from that, customers also can trace their packages on real time in anywhere in any places through their mobile phone or laptops or PC to get the status of their packages. And these are some key intakes which we should need to highlight in the strategy, strengths and the challenges, which already has been detailed explained by my teammates as well. Optimize effectively and global reach, enhance customer experience as strategies, strength idea alignment, industry specific solution. So when it comes to the challenges, system dependency, cybersecurity risk, and implementation cost, complex integration for the challenges we have
when we analyze it, we have found out these are the challenges and the strength on the UPS. And overall, when I have been from this UPS is one of main example of the use of the uh, modern technology to improve the business goals and satisfy the customer needs. So one of the main companies like Amazon, Apple, eBay are the main example for UPS. So thank you. That is from my end. So that for answers we have used for case studies and the contribution from our teammates regarding our case study. So thank you. You understand that right?
Okay, Kamran. Right, so thank you very much. It's a good attempt again. And I really like the way that you have analyzed. So it's with a lot of information. And you have linked to the scenario or the case with the concepts that we studied. So it's a good attempt to. And when it comes to presentation skills, I think you too noticed that and you understood what are the areas to improve. Right? So presentation skills are at the level of average. Why I am saying so is some of you actually did the presentation well and minor areas to improve. Right. So the main issue is confidence. So if that sometimes you may just look at the board and explain. And then it's එකම ටක් ගාලා කියලා කොහොම හරි යන්න වගේ බලනවා ඒක එන්නේ confidence එක නැති නිසා. හරිද මම අනිත් අයටත් කියන්නේ ඒ වනික improve කරගන්න මෙතෙන්ට එනකොට අනිත් දවසේ. සහ සමහර විට දැන් අර හිතුවට මෙහෙමයි කියලා එතෙන්ට ආවට පස්සේ මොකද්ද කියලා එනේකුත් තියෙනවා and eye contact is most important. So that issue also comes with the confidence. So you have to practice. And also the way that you move your hand, the way that you keep your hand during the presentation, those are also really important, right? So you can go in front of the mirror and see how you look when you do the presentation. නේද? මම කරනකොට මාව කොහොමද පේන්නේ කියලා අනිවාර්යෙන් කණ්ණාඩි ඉස්සරහට ගිහින් බලන්න. එතකොට ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා තියෙන අඩුපාඩු ටික. ඒ ටික එතකොට හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. So we can't be perfect, but we can be the best version of ourselves. හරිද? මේ level එකේදී we are at level 2 now, year 2. So as the second year student, you can be the best version of yourself. Then you can improve it when you go to third year and final year. When you come to final year, you should have the full confidence of telling what you know and with your own language in English, right? So the words that you use depends on yourself. It's your vocabulary. And so overall, I really appreciate. So you are prepared. ඔහොම කරා කියන්නේ ඔයගලා ඒකට prepare වෙලා තියෙනවා. Prepare වෙලා නැත්තම් ඔහොම කරන්න බෑ. So I appreciate, as I said to the previous group. And my question, so we were talking about a different industry where we use the systems significantly, and it has brought a lot of benefits to the company when it comes to the all aspects. So as you understood, what are the areas that the company has benefited significantly? So if it's not there, it's a huge challenge to the company. That is that particular aspect or the operation or the function. As you understood, company එකට මේ සිස්ටම් එකෙන් සෑහෙන වැඩ ගන්න මොන ඒරියා එකේද? So you discussed many. I just want to have an idea. Any idea? Yeah, you can discuss that. Yeah, time answers delivered on time. Estimated price in place for customers. Okay. So for that case, this is really important and significant. And what else? Delivery size, right? How about tracking orders and managing that aspect? Okay, so that is also part of that delivery. So I think that is the core of the business. So, so system significantly support that core business activity of the company, right? So there's a question, the last question, what would happen if the information system is not available, right? So that's true. So you discuss some of the things. Okay, right. Then, so with that, we will conclude and wish you all the very best. Please improve yourself and be prepared when you do the next presentation. Okay, thank you. See the support you get from your clinic. They are happy, right? Okay, right. So with that, we will come back to the lesson. So it's our, I think, 7th session, and we have three more lessons to complete. Right. So after concentration, you got this one. Right. Take a piece of paper and do this one. Take a piece of paper. Everyone have to write. I have given someone asked. Let's do this one, right? So, no need of writing a detailed answer. I just want your idea in summary form. Please write. No need of typing the question. Just give your idea. The answer. I want the answer. Don't write questions, it's there at the PowerPoint. Just write the answer. Take the maximum of time and write the answer. So this is brainstorming, right? When you get, not in my class, whatever the class, when you get the chance of doing something like this, please do it. Sit, practice your mind to think, which is very lacking nowadays, right? Please practice. So once you become a manager or whatever, when you go to high position, you have to always think and make decisions. You are decision makers. You have to practice. Right? Don't waste the time. Get the opportunity and write. Oh, give your answer. This is called self-learning, brainstorm. Then you apply it into the knowledge. Let's see. If you do not have such experience, you can just think and write. It is about online shopping, maybe sometimes rarely. So maybe this online shopping means maybe doing transactions with banks, buying and selling items online, whatever the thing that you do online. Not only a buying good, right? Maybe linking services as well. Done? හොඳයි. ඊපොය හොඳයි. කියන්න බලන්න. Sometimes you may reach that. ඔකට බලනවාද මම දන්නේ ළඟට ඇවිත් ස්කෝල් යන ළමයි වගේ ගියා යුනිවර්සිටි ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ඒවා හිතන ඇති නේද ප්‍රශ්න දෙනවා කියලා බලනවා අකුරු බලනවා ඔය වගේ ප්‍රශ්න එනවා ඒක හිතෙන්නේ හිතුණාද නැද්ද කියන්නේ දැන් මම ඔය වගේ ක්ලාස් එකේ ඉඳගෙන හිටියා නම් මට ඕක හිතෙනවා මේ වැඩට වැඩ නැද්ද දන්නේ නැහැ පාඩම ගන්න නැතුව ආයෙත් එකක් යන්න දීලා බලනවා එහෙම හිතෙන්නේ නැද්ද හොඳ ළමයි ඉන්නේ හරිද so why actually why do I do the same for third year students final year students if you are final year will I do this කරයිද final year කියලා මේ වැඩේ කරන්නේ third year එකේ හිටියා නම් මේ වැඩේ කරනවද මේ කරනවා මෙහෙමනේ හරි මේ විදිහට බලන්න right you are now at second year because you have chance to grow so now what we are doing here is this is not like A level studying for your A levels or studying your full time so this is university so you have to try to brainstorm think and come up with your own things to the paper, right? And you should be able to match what you know with the things that we discussed. That's how you learn. You have to always match the things we discuss with your personal life or the place where you work. Then you learn. So this is adult learning. Adult learning can make it. ඉස්කෝලේ යන කාලේ නම් මොනවා හරි ඇවිල්ලා මෙතන කියපු එක ලියා ගන්නවා. If not, I read the note and you just write the note. එහෙමනේ අපි note එකක් කියවනවා, ලස්සනට time එක දෙනවා, හරි දහනවා, හරි කිව්වහම ඊළඟ වචනේ කියවනවා. Very nice. So you write. මම බොරුවක් කිව්වත් ලස්සන අකුරෙන් පාට පෑන් වලින් ලියාගෙන ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලා කරනවා. So that is not university teaching and learning. So here I come here and I tell a lot of stories, but it's up to you to think what is this, whether this is correct. මම බොරුවක් කියන්න පුළුවන් නේද? එතකොට ඒක එහෙම පිළිගන්නේ නැහැ. So you are now rational learners. You have to think and understand whether this is correct. If this is correct, how this happened? කොහොමද වෙන්නේ? නේද? ඒකයි හිතන්න ඕනේ. Always you have to think of the application side of it. Even when you do a small sum in management accounting or financial accounting, it doesn't matter. Think of the application of that sum and think of the interpretation of it. ඒක interpret කරගන්නේ කොහොමද? දැන් අපි don't need that. So this is the period of conversion. University 4 years means the period of conversion. නේද? අපි හිතියේ වෙන විදියකට යන්න වෙන තැනකට. එතෙන්ට ගියාට පස්සේ නෝට් එක ලිව්වද කොහොමද ඒක කොහොමද කියලා අහන්නේ. හැදුවේ කොහොමද අහන්නේ. හදපු එක කියන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. නේද? ගාන හැදුවේ ඉලක්කම මොකද්ද කියලා අහන්නේ. ඔය ඉලක්කම මට explain කරන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. You have to interpret. You will come up with ROI, ROA, profitability ratio, and whatever. So that's not the matter. We have a lot of systems to calculate. You should have the ability to explain it, interpret it, and apply it to the business where you work and relate it to the business and the industry that you are. You have to explain it. So you should have the ability of thinking. අනේ සර් මෙන්න මේකයි උත්තරේ කියලා දුන්නා ඉවරයි. ඒක කරන්න බෑ දැන්. The value you add, the more value you add, you will benefit more. that will benefit them. So that is the challenge. So the conversion is the most important thing. So that's why I always ask you, right? When you get a chance, think and test yourself. ඔයා test කරන්න. මට මේ වගේ විදිහට පුළුවන්ද? හිතන්න. නේ? අන්තිම වෙනකන් එහෙම එකක් දන්නේ නැත්තම් එකපාරට දුන්නාම හිතන්න පුළුවන්ද? ගිහිල්ලා දෙනවා, කම්පැනි එකට ගියාම දෙනවා, මෙන්න මේකයි කේස් එක හදපන් කියලා. හැදුවද? සර්ච් කරනවා, chat GPT ගහනවා, Google search කරනවා, උත්තරේ කියනවාද කියලා අහනවා. So it's not easy. දැන් chat GPT වලින් ගත්තත් ලස්සන presentation එක කරත් ඔක තියාගන්න ලෑස්තිද? නෑ. දැන් අද තේරුණා. නෑ. කරා කොහෙන් information ගත්තා? Matter is not with the information. Matter is with how you present it. How do you explain it? Then we have a lot of information. ලෝකේ ඕන තැනක් ගැන අපිට දැන් හොයන්න පුළුවන්. නේද? අපි දන්නේ නැති ඕන රටක් ගැන හොයන්න පුළුවන්. ඕන නගරයක් ගැන හොයන්න පුළුවන්. ඕන කෑම ජාතියක් ගැන හොයන්න පුළුවන්. But you should be able to explain it. So that is important. So that's why I asked. You're right. Please use that chart. Okay. So I checked here. So those are good. And others, please complete. I will create a drop-down so you can put the answer, right? Okay. Right. So today we will talk about e-commerce, digital markets, digital goods, where we are today now, right? So we were talking about our experience with online, engaging with online businesses. We know we all are now users of these online applications, and we are customers of these online businesses, online companies. And there are a lot of benefits and drawbacks. There are a lot of things that we like, and there are things that we suffer or we dislike. So we should have an understanding of those things, because all the time we have to learn. So maybe that you engage with online business first time, and you learn how the things happen. And if it's a bad experience, you may learn how to avoid that one when you do it next time. නේද? එතකොට ඊළඟ සැරේ කරන්නේ ඒක කොහොමද avoid කරන්න කියලා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. And you learn how to behave at an online market. So we know how to behave at a traditional, business environment. Even see when you go to buy a cloth, you will go to number of shops and you will check and you will touch and you will select that one. But you don't get that experience, you don't get it when you buy online. There are some limitations. But businesses try to enhance the features and give you the same experience, and also sometimes give you some additional benefits. So there are pros and cons of everything. Therefore, it doesn't matter, but you have to understand, yes, these are the good things, these are the bad things. If these were like this, it could be much better here. So that is the purpose of having that discussion. So, what is electronic business simply? E-business, e-commerce. E-commerce, buying and selling online, simply. E-business, if any organization do e-commerce using these computer-mediated platforms, that is simply a e-business. So it doesn't have any physical place, maybe. So it doesn't have any store, maybe. But still, the business is good. If you have a website, if you have all other infrastructure facilities, then you can manage a business very successfully, right? So simply it is an organization conduct over a computer-mediated network. And electronic commerce is simply that doing all the transactions through internet. Internet was computer mediated networks and internet. Okay, so it's really emerging, and with the COVID pandemic, there was a huge increase in online buying and selling, as you can see in these statistics. This is about retail e-commerce sales worldwide, 2019 to 25. You see, there's a rapid increase in this sector because during the COVID pandemic, we had no option. We had to use these online platforms even to buy some essentials. So, and it was a critical point where there was a huge change in this e-commerce field. After that, consumers who use that facility, they tend to continue the same behavioral patterns. But that is not applied to all generations, what I noticed. For youngsters and the middle-aged people, they do it. But sometimes the older people, they have come back to their normal way of doing transactions. Even maybe yourself, I don't know. It's how you believe it and your trust and some of the security aspects the people think. Anyway, there's a huge increment. There's a huge improvement in these online businesses over the years. So this is also to support the same, right? It is about 2017 to 2023. We're doing business online. We need facilities. These are called as e-business infrastructure. We were talking about IT infrastructure previously. We had one lesson even. We discussed some of the areas about IT infrastructure. There are main components last week, as I remember I discussed with you. So, like, if you do a business online, you should have these infrastructure facilities. Simply, but hardware, computers or any other devices you want. Software, you want the software needed, and telecommunication networks, all other supporting services, maybe the supply side and also the customer management side, you need the support. And human resources, obviously. There should be people to do this. If not, it's difficult. So when you learn this lesson, we are thinking both sides. We are customers, so we have experience as consumers. And sometimes you may be a businessman who engage with online business. And also you will be a businessman who conduct an online business. So in both aspects, you can think. These are the key business drivers. What is the meaning of drivers? Who is the driver? How the driver here? Are you drivers? Yes, we are drivers. We are drivers. And so the drivers means maybe humans or maybe other aspects. So that drive something to the next level. ඉන්නදැනි ඉස්සරහට හරි පිටිපස්සට හරි ගෙනියන එක තමයි drive කරනවා කියන්නේ නේ. තන වෙනස් කරලා ඉස්සරහට යනවා එක්ක පිටිපස්සට යනවා. So similarly, when it comes to online business, these are the key drivers. Without these elements, online businesses will not be successful. We should have internet, obviously, and we should have information. Without information, we can't do this one. And if I'm the person who conduct this business, I should have enough information to give my customers. Otherwise, they will not come to me. You have to disclose this and that and everything about the product now. You can't hide information. then your competitors will get the advantage. As much as information you can share, you get the benefit out. And then collaboration, how successfully you work with your partners. This is really important. How about your relationship with your suppliers? And you are not the person who makes the good. And you are not the person who assembles the good. Maybe you just, link both parties and do the business. You are only the platform sometimes. And the platform is other than all the business. Collaborate business. So this is really important. If you do not get items on time, then what will happen? So there are a lot of challenges if there is no collaboration. And then, what is this? Can you pronounce this one? What is this? Have you heard this before? Agility. What is this? What is this? Yeah, so either way you can pronounce it is agility or agility. What do you mean by agility? What happened? Huh? So I just click there. That's okay. I just get it. Actually, this the meaning. You are ready to change. You are ready to accept. Actually, is that. Right? So we talk about resistance. Resistance can be other side of this. So if you are agile project management, you may have heard it's quickly changing, but you get it. So agility is that. You are ready to change. You don't resist. So if you are a customer or if you are a businessman who is doing business activities online, you should be able to change. Otherwise, because the conditions are always changing. Conditions are changing. Goods are changing. Services are changing. And then obviously the speed. I saw that many of you have written the bad experience is the goods were not delivered on time. So that's true. So the speed matters. It's not just like that you go to the shop and buy the meat. Because you're baby. And also the phone is with your hand. So it's not like this. So the speed matter, you feel a lot. And the service quality, and how well that you provide after sales services and so on. If you and some of you have written that when the requested item was not delivered, so then you have to return them back, and it was a bad experience. So you have to listen now, right? Otherwise, I'll give an activity. You have to listen. And what is that? What's the issue? Come on, Amarve. Amarve, Kanadeva, Amarve. Let's see, compare for not for me, right? For you. Okay, right. And also, so these are actually bonus subjects, as I told you previously. So these are not difficult. So please listen. If you listen at the classroom properly, and if you get the things what I discussed with you during the time, then no need of studying this again. I got it. Yes. හැබැයි එහෙම කරොත් විතරයි මම කරන්නේ. මේ වෙලාවේ ක්ලාස් එකේ මේ කියන කතාව අහගෙන ඉන්නවනම් ඒකේ එවෙල ඔළුවට දාලා ඔයාගේ personal life එකේ කොතෙන්ද හරි ඒ ටික map කරගන්නවනම් done. Right? Because we are living with this. Right? Since beginning. So far we had 7 sessions with all the things we discussed, we experienced. These are not something new. අලුත් දේවල් නෙමෙයි. එකම දේ අපි කරන්නේ relate කරගන්නවා. මේක කියලා. එකම දේ අපි කම්පැනි එකකට දාලා එයා මේක කරනවා කියලා we learn. So that's the only thing we are doing. So please learn at the classroom, then finish it. Use that time for another subject that you have a lot of work. Right? Anyway, right. So these are the main drivers. So without the drivers, company cannot be successful. Okay, these are the members. We were talking about collaboration. When we are doing online business, we discuss collaboration is must. With whom we collaborate? It is this. We call them as stakeholders or the partners of our business. Our partners our stakeholders means the interested parties. නේද අපේ business එකට කැමති අය ඒක ගැන worry වෙන අය ඒක ගැන බලන අය right so end users obviously so they come to us and they visit our page and stores yes and payment processes banks so we have to work with the bank or banks and our distributors and logistic providers and other customer service providers. All these are parties that we have to work. We should have a very good relationship with all these parties. So this is simply what you do. So I'm not going to discuss this one. When you buy something online, just see whether you are doing at least a few of them. What you do, you browse the catalog or you search about the product, search the product. And do you conduct a research on product or service? So this word is very big. So word research, but we do a kind of research. But it's not a very big research, a kind of searching we are doing. When you find the item, and you are thinking of buying that item and you collect information. You search during months. ඔයකරි ගන්නකොට මාස ගාන බලනවා සමහර. සමහර ළමයි නම් ඉන්නවා උදේ හිතුණා දවල් බැලුවා හවසට ගත්තා. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඩැක්කා ගත්තා. එතකොට මොකක්ද? කෙලින්ම මෙතෙන්ට ගත්තා කියනම ගත්තාලා කෙලවරටම යනවා. Right? So anyway, so you have to search. So these are best practices that you have to follow. And you have to configure and place order before then you have to look at prices and then you have to think of once you confirm the order, you have to continuously monitor where it is and what has happened to it. And then you have to check the status of the order. So now we are getting notifications and it is there and so on. And then you have to check the invoice. And once you receive the item, if you need some other service, you can contact them and you can visit their website and see what are the services and other things you have. These are the basic things we are doing as customers when we are big and online business. Why we start? Older than Russian. ඇයි ඉගෙන ගන්න? ඇයි මේක පාඩමක් විදියට මේ කෝස් එකට දාලා තියෙන්නේ? We know. So it's true that maybe that you think that so this is not something new, that something we always do. So why actually? Yeah, that's true. Because you may know, but sometimes even though you engage with these online activities, you may not think of all the aspects of this online buying and selling. So you should know what are the areas we have to put the focus. You should have an understanding of vendor. අපි දැන් customer කෙනෙක් නම් අපි දන්නේ අපි ගැන විතරයි. So not like that. You should have an understanding of the vendor. And sometimes you will be a vendor one day. Then you should know what are the aspects that you think of. What are the infrastructure that you want? Or sometimes you may be working for an online business as an employee. So then this knowledge is really important. So by comparing with traditional commerce, there are a lot of benefits. I'm not going to discuss that part. And we will discuss why this is important. Mainly, there are many unique features of online business. When comparing to traditional business, there are a lot of advantages, there are a lot of benefits. So those are listed here. What is the first one? So this is an important area of focus, right? You have to understand this well and think of how it applies. What is the first one? Pronounce it. We met this word before in one of our previous lessons. What is the first one? Pronounce it. What is that? Yeah, that. Lanka. Ubiquity. And then last week over here is an environment. Very good. Yes, sir. Implement sir na. Make meeting එක ගන්නවා නේද? අපි මේ කතා කරා. ඔය අපි කතා කරේ. We were talking about heart mother part. Human capital. Yeah, infrastructure, but it relates to a particular concept. We talked about this. Very good. Give him a clap. So we were talking about ubiquity and cloud computing. So there are three main features of cloud computing. Can you remember? Ubiquitous, you can access wherever you are. And other two, you have to go and see. Okay. Then ubiquity. What do you mean by ubiquity? It's available everywhere. Wherever you are, you have the access. That is the meaning. So when you are writing answers for the exam, maybe that you don't remember this word. That doesn't matter. But you should know available everywhere. Okay. So if it is online business, it's available everywhere. Wherever you are, maybe in whatever the country, whatever the place, if you have your device with internet connection, it is there. Then the global reach, there are no limitations. If you think of buying something from whatever the country, in whatever the city, maybe a perfume, maybe a cloth, maybe a sari, maybe a bangle, you can spot. Never. Indian එකක් කොහොනද? American එකක් කොහොනද? වෙන රටක එකක් කොහොනද? There are no limitations. So global reach is there. In traditional business, traditional commerce, we did not have. It's limited to the particular geographical location where you are. ගොඩක් කලාවට කොළඹ නම් ඉන්නේ නුවර ගිහින් ගන්නෙත් නැහනේ නුවර නම් ඉන්නේ කුරුණෑගල නම් ඉන්නේ කොළඹ එන්නේ නැහැ එනවා ගොඩක් සමහර වෙලාවට අවුරුද්දට හරි මොකක් හරි විශේෂ වැඩකට එක්ක සාරියක් ගන්න වෙඩින් එකට එහෙම තමයි එන්නේ එහෙම නැත්නම් එන්නේ නැහැ so we are restricted and we are limited to particular geographical area but now it's not like that. Indian sari at zone, Thailand sari at zone, Japan sari at zone, only that's the one, right? So global reach is here. And then universal standards. So standards are equal. When you are doing a global business, you have to follow universal standards. And even if you manage a website You have to follow global standards. We were talking about them. Security aspect again, the ON kata kara. ON read the note. In Balandamata Kaina. Commonly accepted standards here. So we have to comply with them. So similarly, all these business organizations, they use them. Therefore, we have the trust. So they are with these standards and richness. So in the previous activity, we were talking about richness. So I saw that you have written. I can compare colors, I can compare prices, and I can compare the products, similar products of other shops likewise. So the information richness is there. And the videos and make a part of the or select the pay so likewise, information richness is there. And then interactivity. What do you mean by interactivity? So you have to listen now. Why bad issue? You want to break? And then break it up to some still continue and complete, then I will let you go. Right? Anyway, I have to stop before 3 o'clock. I have to give another lecture. So, no, it's not possible. I tried. I am okay because anyway I have afternoon, full afternoon here. So, with being schedules of other lecturers, it's not possible. I request it. Yeah, we'll see. So you have to wait. Anyway, so I'll give 5 minutes break if you need. Go to washroom or drink some water. Otherwise, we continue. It's not useless. Right? You're in somewhere else. What's the issue actually? I see, telling the truth, I think it doesn't matter if I take 1-2 minutes. There's a huge difference of these generations, right? So I have been teaching for nearly 11 years, right? No, not 11 years, since 2011. How many years? Yes, since 2011, I'm working with students. So all the differences of your faces, all your changes of your smiles, I know, I can interpret. Me moonu okkoma diha man balapuhama ඔය මොණෙන් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා මම දැන් දන්නවා. හරිද? මේ මූණු ඔක්කොම බලපුවාම දැන් now so listen. මෙතන තියෙන මූණු ටික දිහා බලපුවාම how many A's we have, how many B's we have, how many C's we have කියලා මම කියනවා. මම yesterday class එකේ කිව්වා ළමයි. මට මෙතන තියෙන A's ගන්න කියන්න පුළුවන්. Right? මෙතන ගන්න C's ගන්න කියන්න පුළුවන්. Because I started, reading with me. Because I have been working with students. So I know if you are not giving your attention, that means something is working in your mind. Whether they are better. Okay? So you should understand what is that. So self-discipline is must. Number one, self-discipline. We have difficulties. That's true. Right? We have difficulties. So actually, I have 2 options. Three options of doing it. If I can do the lecture, whatever thing you do, you will manage your own work. But I do the lecture. I had that kind of lecturers in my undergraduate studies. And if I IQ one circle. ළමයි නිදාගත්තා පිනුම් ගැහුවත් මොනවා කරත් සර්ට කමන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි සර් හොඳට උගන්වනවා. සර් උගන්වනවා he don't care. හරිද? එහෙමයි යුනිවර්සිටි lecturers ලා එහෙමයි. Right? They don't care. And then come to the lecture, do the lesson and he go. ඕන ළමයි ටික ඉගෙන ගන්නවා අනිත් ළමයි ටික මොනවා හරි කරනවා note ලියනවා කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Very good. And there were some lecturers, maybe you have very strict. Helluno namattana. Harida? Nagitala yanna bෑ, wathura bonna bෑ, washroom yanna bෑ. You know. And you are very scared and class එකට ආවොත් 0 එකෙන් ඉන්නවා. හරියන්නේ නැහැ. පණිනවා, ලෙක්චර් එක නවත්තනවා යනවා. හරිද? එහෙම තියනවා. maybe that. I හරිද? එතකොට class එකේ ඉන්නේ පණ බය ඉන්නේ. මොකක් වෙයිද දන්නේ නැහැ. ඊළඟට මොකක් වෙයිද දන්නේ නැහැ. යගේ යාළුවා කතා කරලා මට බැනුම අහන්න වෙයිද දන්නේ නැහැ. සල්ලයි. එහෙම තියනවා. There are some that we understand. So I really understand your situation, but I know the impact. හරිද? දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ උගන්නන වෙලාවේ ඒ මොහොතේ ඒ දෙයින් ගෙව්වේ නැත්තම් ඕකේ තියෙන impact එක මම දන්නවා. Because I have experience. මම ගෝවල වගේ ළමෙක් කියලා හිටියානේ. And I understand. What is this? හරිද? ඕක වෙන්නේ ඔයාගේ mind එක ඇත්තටම full මම දැනට feel with lot of things. It's not calm. So at least you have to make it calm when you study. It's really important. Film එකක් බලද්දී it doesn't matter. You think of anything. සින්දුවක් අහද්දී it doesn't matter. You listen it and you dance it. කරණම් ගැහුවත් මොනවා කරත් කමක්. That's okay. But when you're at the class, when you learn, you have to listen. And you have to learn it. මම කලින් දවසකට කිව්වා ඕකට වෙන්නේ විභාගේ පේපර් එකේ ලියාගෙන යනකොට ඒකත් මතකයි ඊළඟට උත්තර නැහැ. නේද? ආයෙම එකක් කිව්වා වගේ මතකයි. මේ ක්ලාස් එකේ ඉගෙනුවා වගේ මතකයි. උපිකුටි කියන වචනේ මතකයි. උපිකුටි කියන එකේ තේරුම මතකයි. හරිද? ග්ලෝබල් විච් කියලා කිව්වා වගේ හැබැයි තව දෙකක් තියෙනවා නේද දෙක මතක නැහැ. ඇයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ? ඉඳලා ආයෙ ගිහිල්ලා ආයෙ ඉඳලා ආයෙ ගිහිල්ලා. So හරියට ස්ටෝර් වෙලා. හරිද? ඒ නිසා බෙදවල හරියට ස්ටෝර් කරගන්න. Then things are really easy. It was lazy and the self-discipline. That is the most important thing. If you do not have discipline, wherever you go, whatever you do, so it really affects. Then කෙනෙක්ව දැක්කම you can judge whether what is his discipline here. So you're going to be professionals one day, managers, executives, CEOs, CFOs. You have to be like that since the beginning. ඕම ගිහිල්ලා board meeting එකක මේ වැදගත් දෙයක් කතා කරනවා මොනවා හරි කියනවා අනිත් කට්ටිය එකතු වෙලා. Is that good? No, that is not the behavior. Right. Okay, so that is something additional. We will continue, and if you need, you can have a short break. But you can drink water if you want, and you can go to the washroom if you want. We'll discuss, right? Okay. And richness, we were discussing, and interactivity. So we have a very good opportunity for interact with the vendor. We ask this and that and everything. Everything we ask. We can ask a lot of information. So that facility is there. And also you can change the vendors and you can ask the same question to another vendor and you get their feedback and compare the answers given by both vendors and decide who you can trust, like that. Interactivity. And information density. Information, huge amount of information is there. There are no worries about information and quality of the information matters and we have to provide quality enough information to consumers. So consumers get the benefit of this information density, availability, so we can compare, contrast and make the right decision. Customization option, obviously. We can request for customizations and get the things done. And social technology. It allows you to use it and comment it and share it in whatever the social media. So you may see a lot of social media videos like that. But what public social media parcel now I'm going to open this one, this is so and so. So that is the middle one. Social technology. You get it and you explain others. to get others get the benefit. You can comment positively or negatively. And similarly, we see social, a lot of video sharing about the food items. Then comparing the tastes of foods of different shops. So you use social media, that is something positive, and also there are some negative impacts as well. But as consumers, so we get the advantage. So we know how others feel, and we know how the people using the same product experience it. So that is social technology. It promotes the product. And also we allow users to create contents and share those among social media networks and so on. So those were not available in traditional business. So as we have these online, so these are the features. So mainly there are 8. At least you have to remember 1. Right. So why e-commerce or online business is unique, and what are the differences compared to traditional business? 1, it's available everywhere, and then it reaches across the boundaries, and universal standards are there, information richness is there, and interactivity is high. Huge amount of information is available, so it's really good for consumers. And then customization or personalization option is available, and we can use social technology to identify products, to get the understanding of the product, and also to promote the product. Right, that's it. Okay, so these are the 2 main concepts that we learn in e-business. First one is digital goods, and other one is digital markets. So with these 2, the business is running, and these are 2 main areas. Actually, we have physical goods as well, right? We order the clothes and all other things physical, but through digital markets, we order physical items. Similarly, we have digital goods. What are the digital goods? Goods which delivers through digital platforms, right? Those are not physically received. Those are digital items. What are the examples? Monada? Salli gewala ganna digital items. Subscribe karala hari. Say for example, you buy a book, e-version of a book. It is a digital good. You buy, you subscribe and you watch the movie and you play a game. So those are digital items. Delivered through the online platform. So music tracks, videos, softwares. So we get the virus guard. So those are digital goods, and all the other softwares that we use. We pay and we good. Okay. So what's the interesting thing here? When it comes to digital goods, its cost is almost the production of its first copy. Do you understand? When it is a digital good, cost of production means the cost that company incurred to make the first item. පළවෙනි එක හදන්න යන කාලය සහ වියදම තමයි cost එක. Thereafter, the marginal cost is almost 0, because you can have thousands of copies of it, hundreds of copies of it. So it's really profitable, but you sell at the same rate. එකම movie එක මිලියන ගාණක් බලනවා. නේද? හැබැයි movie එක හදන්න යන වියදම තමයි වියදම. පොතත් එහෙමයි. පොතක් ලියලා you design it nicely and you get the standard e-version of it. That is the cost. Thereafter, you make thousands of copies and you sell. So I hope you understood. So the marginal cost means, what do you mean by marginal cost? The cost that you incur to buy the additional, incur to produce the additional, the cost side, right? අමතර ඒකකයක් හදන්න යන පිළිවෙල margin. The cost that the vendor incur produce an additional unit. Okay. So the delivery is online. Marketing cost is same. As much as you market, you can share information about product. And digital markets, right? So the places where consumers and buyers meet and they buy and sell products. So we have a lot of digital markets. We will be talking about them, right? We can. So the main importance is it's accessible for a large amount of people, a large audience can access. These are the benefits of or values of e-commerce. Through digital markets, information asymmetry reduces. What do you mean by asymmetry? What do you mean by symmetry? Not symmetry. What do you mean by symmetry? Symmetric කියව ගමන් ඔළුවට එන්නේ මොකද්ද? හොඳ ළමෙක් නම් හොඳ ළමෙක් නම් symmetric හරි මොකක් හරි ඔය වගේ එකක් කියමු ගමන් ඔළුවට එන්නේ මොකද්ද? Yeah, equality correct. Symmetric කියමු ගමන් ඔළුවට එනවා symmetric distribution. ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙනවද? Symmetric distribution. අර ඔහොම අඳින්න යන්නේ ඒක නේද? What is අර මෙහෙම අඳින්න ඔය දෙක equal දෙපැත්තම සමපාතයි නම් අපි කියනවා symmetric කියලානේ. ඊට පස්සේ මේකම නොවෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ප්‍රවුමක් නැත්නම් පුළුවන්. දෙපැත්ත සමානයි symmetric. So එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒවා මේ වගේ ඒවා ඇවිල්ලා asymmetric. ඒ කියන්නේ not equally distributed. Symmetric means equally distributed. This is normal distribution. As I remember, this curve is normal distribution. It's normal distribution curve. So at the end of the semester, once we finalize with your marks, all of us have to draw this curve and see whether the marks are distributed properly. We don't see the symmetric distribution. For exam results, can we expect symmetric distribution? Do you want? Oh. Do you want a symmetric distribution, normal distribution for exam results? Yes? No. Normal distribution කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? දෙපැත්තට ගාවට බෙදලා තියෙනවා. Average එක මෙතන තියෙනවා. මැද එකනේ. එතකොට වැඩිපුරම ලකුණු තියෙන්නේ 1.5. මේවා exam එකේ we don't expect. So we expect it to positively scaled. මේවා statistics ඉගෙන ගන්න. We expect this curve to positively scale because we want high results. මේ පැත්තට පාර වෙන්න ඕනේ curve එක. නැත්නම් ඉතින්කො මෙහෙම වුණා ඒ තම්ලක් කියනවා. මොකද්ද? පේපර් එක AC වැඩි. ඉවෙන්ට් බැස්. එහෙනම් ඉතින්කො රිසල්ට්ස් ආවට පස්සේ assume that it's distributed in this way. Average එක 50යි නම් වැඩිපුරම දෙන්නේ 40යි. So this is also not a good situation. Majority of the batch, the result of majority of the batch is that big. That's not good. So we expect this kind of normal distribution for final examination. So normally it comes when there are some changes, the average change. So average is what I'm going so symmetry is that. Asymmetry means not equally shared. So when we have digital markets, we have enough information and can be shared with anybody. Then it reduces information asymmetry. So it reduces information asymmetry. Anyone can access information. Any of you have opportunity to search for information, then that opportunity is there. And searching costs almost now reduced. Transaction cost reduced and menu cost reduced. And it enable price discrimination. You can offer different prices for different segments of markets, for different features of the product. Dynamic pricing can be offered. Other than temporarily වෙනස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරි? ඉස්සෙල්ලා ගිහින් බලනකොට price is different, and after that when you go and check it, prices are changing. So dynamic. Both positive and negative things are there. Disintermediation. We don't want intermediates. Disintermediation. Right. So when there are more intermediaries, what happens? When there are more intermediaries, costs reduce or increase. Intermediaries are ready now. So when we directly link with the company and buy items, so there is this intermediation. So the company can offer the product at the lowest possible cost. So that is intermediation. Sometimes when you see the words, you may get afraid that it's a very big word, but carefully look at the word and try to segregate the words and understand. Then you understand. We have to pay attention. We have to pay for money. This time it's the same, right? What we discussed. There are a number of intermediaries, the price is high. When we do not have intermediaries, price is low. That is very simple. These are the strategies that we use. We always think of the reach, how successfully we reach the customer, and how rich the information that we share with our customers, and how we affiliate with them, how we satisfy them, how we provide a good service to our customers. Depending on these three, the success of the business depends. Fine. So we come to the last part. Categories of e-commerce. Right. This is another area of focus. E-commerce. So we were talking about e-commerce, goods and bads of e-commerce, and some of the concepts. So now we are looking at the practical aspect of this e-commerce. When it comes to e-commerce or online business, those are in different models, or maybe the types. So we call them as categories. First one is business to consumers. So this is how the business happens. Business is there, consumer is there, sell goods and items. Second one is business to business, B2B. B2B. One business do the transaction with the other business. So maybe they are partners, or maybe vendors, maybe other supportive organizations, and customer to customers. You have this experience. we engage in a platform where we meet customers and share goods with customers and employees. We will discuss. Yeah, B2B, C2C. B2G, I did not put that back in the first list, business to government. So we are working with government as well as businesses. B2C, C2B, and C2G, government. As now we are taxpayers, we have business transactions with the government. Customer to customers, what are the examples? We engage with these platforms. C2C, what are the examples? Yeah, eBay, Ikman, those are the platforms where customers meet. Customers get together and buying and selling items. Those platforms or that type of e-business is called as customer to customer e-business. And then business to business. Obviously, this is with one business to the other business. Maybe to obtain facilities, maybe transportation, warehousing, distribution, and other service providers. Right? So these are some of the platforms. These are some of the global platforms. Yeah, but we as Sri Lankan companies are also working with them, Amazon, Alibaba, right? So as I see, this is more towards Indians, right? And then the purpose. Why business to business commerce happens? Mainly for business purposes. Right? So B2B example is business organization and the connection with the bank. That is one example. That is B2B. Payment partner, electronic data interchange, or the person who manage payments regarding matters of the business. So that relationship is a B2B. And procurement and other industrial networks, exchanges, marketplaces, and then B2C. So it's obvious the normal thing. We go to online shopping and we buy items from the vendor. All the things that we buy online, those are B2C. At the examination, whatever the example you remember, you can write. Right? But at least 1-2 examples you have to remember. If you get this kind of question, you should know the examples, right? Yeah, we see. So these are some of the hints or the strategies that companies use to give a very good service to consumers when it comes to B2C marketplace. Right? As much as information you give the customer, he gets the education, and we cater the product to an educated customer. Then it's easy for the company. Otherwise, returns may increase, complaints may increase. So those things happens with uneducated customers. Customer එහෙම නැත්නම් කරලා වැඩි වැඩක් කරලා තියෙනවා. නමුත් අන්තිමේදී කම්ප්ලේන්ට් කරනවා. ඒ වගේ දේවල් අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. And you can make the shopping fun. What do you mean that? So the physical shopping is a fun. That's true. We can go and see the clothes and we can try with different ones. But here it's somewhat boring. But you can come up with some attractive things to make it as a fun. Then serve customers, personalize, cross-selling and upselling. What do you mean by that? Cross-selling and upselling. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, cross-selling means you with the existing product, you offer some of the related other goods. Right? Some of the complementaries complementary products. එහෙම කතා කියන්නේ. Complementary කියන්නේ ඒකත් එක්ක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් products, not subsidies. Subsidiaries. Complementary and subsidiary. As I remember in economics you may study. අනුපූරක ආදේශක කියලා කියන්නේ අනුපූරක කියලා කියන්නේ complementary products. Okay. So we offer complementary products, that is cross-selling. We have this option. And also we have upselling, same one in an advanced version, right? Upselling is that. So here cross-selling is this burger, a Coke and some chips, right? So previously only the bun is offered. This is cross. Then upselling means maybe you increase the portion of it. And maybe you increase the number of layers. Right, likewise, you enhance the quality and the quantity of the same product. That is upsell. So these options you have. And so with maybe with the costume, you may offer something additional. Likewise, it is cross-selling. And so yeah, it depends. You may have experience, and you can obviously reduce price and painless returns. This is very important. What do you mean by that? We should accept returns. It should be, returns should be painless. So we don't like to exchange. It's a pain actually. Even we go and buy an item from a physical store, if it doesn't match, so it's a kind of pain. We don't like to go again and exchange it, and it's a burden, and it's a kind of cost, and it's a kind of stress. So it's a pain actually. So similarly, when it comes to online, the pain doubles. මොකද ආපහු ඒවයිද දන්නේත් නැහැ දෙයිද දන්නේත් නැහැ සල්ලි හම්බෙයිද දන්නේත් නැහැ ෆිසිකල් නම් ගිහලා මරාගෙන හරි අරන් ඉන්න මේකෙම නැහැ, right? So in online shopping, this is something very very important. ඒක තමයි ඔය ගොඩාක් ඒ වගේ I know personally there are some people buy items and they try to return, and they say no need of returning, keep it with you, we will send you one කියලා. cost එක ගොඩක් අඩු වෙනා කියනවා එවන්න එපා ඔයාලා ගාව තියාගන්න අපි ඔයාගේ කෙවන්නම් කියලා. right? එහෙම වෙනවා. එහෙම කරන ළමයි සම්මන් දන්නවා. එතකොට පොඩි මොකක් හරි watch එකක් assume that you order a smart watch and you tell them that there's an issue with this. එයා යරිල්ල බලන්නද? Then you take a photo and send that. Maybe then it works up to certain extent, but then they will not ask to return it, because returning is a cost to the customer. Then we will say keep it with you. We will send another one here. So likewise, painless returns. This is an important thing. Okay. So e-commerce means simply engaging with these activities using your mobile handheld devices. By the word M. M means මොකක්ද M කියන්නේ? Mobile. ඇවිදින ගමන් business කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඇවිදින ගමන් කොලේ ඉඳගෙන හරි මෙතන ඉඳගෙන item එක බලනවා, පල්ලට ගිහිල්ලා order කරනවා. wherever you are, doesn't matter. Mobile commerce. හරි. So using your handheld devices, you can engage in business activities. Yeah, different things we do. All the things that we do is actually mobile commerce. Using phone, paying transactions, buying clothes, transferring money. Yes. Okay. So this is another interactive session. I will let you do that. You can do it at home. So there are a lot of challenges as well. These are the online payment systems. Right. Finally, there is another set of models. What we discussed previously is e-commerce. E-commerce types or e-commerce categories. Don't mix them up, right? I see number of times when I ask a question, about e-commerce types, students are writing about revenue models. When I ask the question about revenue models, students write about e-commerce types, right? Revenue models are something different. This is all about how you generate revenue in online business. E-commerce types is how you do the business. Right? It is about how you do the business. This is about how you generate the revenue. So first one is sales revenue. Obviously, sales, advertising, subscription, transaction fee, affiliate. We all have experience of this. And the main experience here, you will understand. Sales revenue. An online business can generate revenue selling goods. Item doesn't matter, it's online, but you generate revenue. So by selling goods, you generate revenue. That is sales revenue model. So whatever the example, you can put into that. Next one is advertising revenue. So assume that you are a popular business and you have a very good website, and other companies ask you to put their advertisements in your site. And you let them publish their advertisement, but you charge the fee. Advertisement so that is advertising revenue. So while you are doing your business, you earn some additional money by advertising other products. So when you are doing an online business, not only the sales revenue, you can earn advertising revenue as well. And then subscription revenue. If we pay subscription, they earn subscription. So in most of the cases, the payment that we make is a subscription. So as a subscription, the company earns their revenue. Most of the online libraries, journals, and so on. Then transaction fee. In what cases we pay a transaction fee? Your experience? Transaction fee what are the examples for transaction fee? So assume that the very simple case that you transfer money from one bank to the other bank, what happens? You transfer 10,000, but is that the only money that you transfer? No, 25 rupees or 30 rupees deducted. That is transaction. Whatever the transaction you make, you have to make a payment. Similarly, in online business, that is also online. That example is also correct. And also, maybe that you do a transaction and whatever the online platform. So you have to make a payment. Okay, for the transaction. Then affiliate. To affiliate you get together and do the business. Two online companies, say for example, they offer complementary products. They can get together and publish or advertise their goods in one site, and then they sell their goods, and finally income they divide among them and get that revenue. That is affiliate. But this is different from advertising, right? In advertising model, even though we advertise their product, we don't sell their product. You have to go to their site and buy their product. But in affiliate revenue model, you can buy the goods from other companies' website because they are affiliated. So that is affiliate. Right. So finally, we should know there are some rules in online business. What's that? Customer determines everything, not us. Even though you are the businessman, it's out of control. It's up to customer to decide whether they come to your business or whether they go to another business and what to buy and what not to buy. Then knowledge and information become more valuable than physical assets. As much as information you provide, as much as knowledge you share, so that gives value to your customer. And people want more choices of products and services. As much as choices that you have the benefit. අපි කියනවානේ ඒකේ selections ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. Even when you go for a physical store, you will go to the place which has lot of selections. And a lot of uncommon selections. So similarly, in online business, as much as selections you have, customers will come. And time is present time. And distance is 0. We don't have distances, it's 0. And the time is present time. So if you sell the business or do the transaction now, it happens now. And technology, network determines how successful you get. If you do not have technological capability, then it significantly affects your business. The systems, technologies, that's why we learn. We talk about information systems, we talk about information infrastructure. Those matters when it comes to online business. So these are the benefits. So I will let them review. Please think of them and how we can improve e-commerce. And finally, there's a small task. This is homework, and if you like, you can do it. If you do not like, you may not do it. It doesn't matter, but it's up to you to test your luck, right? Okay. So you have to select an automobile manufacturer and discuss how they apply e-business in these aspects. Select one of the automobile business companies and do their business online and think of all these aspects and come up with their way. How they do sales, how they do marketing. This is a task. So I will not create a Dropbox for this activity. It's homework and a self-learning activity. And I didn't create a Dropbox for the previous one, but we wrote. You can take a photo and maybe you rewrite it, or if it's nicely written, you can take the same one and upload it. Right. So I skipped the last few slides because those are explaining the benefits. Right? Please go through them and you will understand. As a summary, what we discussed, we were talking about what is e-business, what is e-commerce, and why this is important. And mainly, unique features of e-business. Unique features. We were talking about 8 features. Then we discussed e-business types, categories, and then revenue models. That's it. Right? Okay. So please go through the note again and do the activity. Right. So with that, I will wind up the online student. If you find it difficult, you may email me and you can get them verified. Please go to the note and read it again and then try to understand it. So next day we will be having presentations of group 3 and 4. Please raise your hand. Group 3 and 4. Yeah. Next day you have presentation. Prepare your presentation. And what's the learning today? Regarding presentation, what's the learning? You have to do the analysis well and come up with a nice presentation. And when it comes to presenting the thing, try to be the best version of yourself, right? At the time. Okay, then thank you very much. And it's the most important.